go on.
What I'm saying is, they put that one in, they've got another 3, concrete blocks where they can put another 2 in.
Well, yeah, exactly. This is the, that's Bridge 68 over there, the cracked one.
I think the problem is, right, is that...
Latticing, I-beams.
The, overhead, the Morris Jones.
That's right, yeah. You're right. And let's not forget...
Might be a bit of a problem.
Another problem.
Yeah.
That's right. So this is where my mate Dan used to live on Albert Road over there. He's now moved to Essex and bought a place in Greece. Don't blame him, bearing in mind Brexit. Looks like they piled down there, Jack, but they haven't done anything with it there. This is where they cut out the load supporting buttresses and filled it in, because don't forget they went down here quite a long way. It looks like they've had a go at that, but they didn't, because that was done before. But what I can tell you is I've seen this when it was done in, what was it, when was that Albert Road bridge, when was this replaced? 2006?
Yeah, something.
Yeah. So when they did that, they did actually close both of these lines and put a massive concrete proper reinforcement here. Since this, they've actually cut it out. Now, the important thing here is another problem, as Jack correctly said, is the latticing, the I-beams there. Bridge 68, as we've just seen, is cracked. It's the only Victorian original brick bridge on the cutting. As I said, I don't have any evidence for this, but I would suggest that during the Victorian times, when people needed to cross Walthamstow, essentially this cutting did actually divide Walthamstow in two. So what they did was put in a original Victorian bridge, and that would have been done with pride. You can see, if you look closely, you can see the lovely brickwork there. And then of course the rest of the ones that came between 1894 and 1895 were then steel, because steel was able to be brought down by the railway. And you can see, ironically, a railway bridge going over there that never intersected on the Chingford run. Now, what is interesting here is the fact that, as Jack quite rightly said, there's a problem there, because you cannot pile, can you, Jack? You cannot pile under that lattice work, under those I-beams, because you can't get plants in there to pile it. So they brought in these concrete blocks. Right, there we are. Bridge 68, Walthamstow. In the background you can hear the Jenny on the pull. So they brought in 4 concrete blocks, and you can still see, pylons lying around. Right. Mark, how you doing, mate? Yeah. So you can still see, we just heard from your other poster, yeah. Right, so you can still see, right, they've got a lot of work to do here. We know that there's people overseeing this now, because this is, and I want to put this for the record, personally, the response of Murphy, because it's their project.
I know where they're going to put them electric things in, because they're going to put it inside. See, over there, 2 pins sticking up.
Yeah, that's the blocks. Yeah, we know that already.
Yeah.
We know that, and there's one there. If you look under there at the end, they've actually done one, but that's the easy one, because it's not going, it's the other side of the lattice work. Can you see that, if you look carefully? And I don't know when that was done, but if you look at that, there is one pylon in there, yeah? But there's another pylon lying there. It's like a little bit like a wasteland, this. And, I'm not a pessimist, believe it or not. And although I do know that Network Rail have run out of money for electrification and it's all been put on hold, this will get done. But it's... I don't know what to say. It's an epitome. Anyway, what is interesting to see here, they've now got the... Jack, you see that? They've now got the power cables there, and they've actually covered them. They've actually covered them as well. But that bridge needs to be fixed. It's terminally ill. That house that was bought for £780,000, yeah, probably wouldn't pass a structural survey today if they knew that the load supporting buttresses has been removed. And Daniel, who used to live there, said that water will piss out of these walls, sorry, excuse the language, when it rains heavily. And this is evidence of an original passenger. Did you ever hear about that? There was a passenger bypass here.
Right.
There was a passenger bypass bridge here when they were building these. See, there was another bridge there. But yeah, it's getting more and more interesting. The deeper you go, the more interesting it gets. Join us, your Daily Rail.